Dave Mercer.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for coming out here. Day 2 of stop number 3 of the Bassmaster Elite Series. You guys always roll out the red carpet for us and did not let us down again here this week. The first time the Elite Series actually is visiting here. We've been here several times for the Classic, obviously, but this is the first time we come here for the Bassmaster Elite Series, and it's been a lot of fun so far. Our tournament leader from South Carolina, we got any Brandon Cobb fans in the house? Brandon Cobb is our tournament leader as of day number 1, but for those of you that have never been to an Elite Series event or this your first time, here's how it works. We start with 75, cut it down to 35 after today, and the top 12 move on to Championship Sunday. And our top 10, move on to Championship Sunday, and we will crown our champion right here on Sunday afternoon. Are you guys going to come for that? 6 of you, awesome. It'll be a really good time. All right, I'll run down our leaderboard real quick. We got Brandon Card after day number 1 with 19 pounds and 9 ounces. Hank Cherry with 17 pounds, 9 ounces in a two-way tie. Hank Cherry and Micah Frazier both had 17.9 yesterday. Matt Aries in 4th, Scott Canterbury in 5th, Todd Otten in 6th, John Cruz in 7th, Bill Lowen in 8th, Brad Watley in 9th, and Matt Heron in 10th. We'll have our anglers up here in just a few minutes. Have you guys had a chance to go around the expo here today? Visit some of our great sponsors? Let's hear it for all them. Give them a big round of applause. Want to thank them all for coming out here. Of course, we have the Berkeley Abu Garcia Experience tent down there. Lots of cool stuff. And this is just going to get bigger as we move into the weekend. This is just getting built up. The expo obviously going to be open Saturday and Sunday. And we are going to jam-pack this place. How many people watched the Bassmaster Classic a few weeks ago? It was awesome. Obviously, Ott Defoe took that title, and it was a lot of fun. But we want to thank everybody all around the world. Bassmaster fans, you blow us away every single time. Set a new attendance record. 153,000 people came to the Bassmaster. We came into this event with our Toyota Bassmaster. So many titles on the line here with the Elite Series. You know, we have the Classic, and now we get back to the Elite Series and bring you up to date on some of the titles online. Of course, we have our Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year title. And coming into this event for the first time ever, we had a Canadian leading the Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year title. That was Chris Johnston. We'll see him in a little while. But as of this morning, a brand new Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year leader, Scott Canterbury. Now, those points get awarded at the end of the tournament, so Scott Canterbury is leading right now as of his position yesterday. We'll see how it all shakes out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Another title that's on the line is the Dick's Sporting Goods Elite Series Rookie of the Year. $10,000 they give the Rookie of the Year, and our current leader is Leelavathi. And I think we're just about ready to bring some anglers in through here, but you guys have a really important job. I mean, we love coming to South Carolina. We are so thankful that I'm not allowed to say it, but what I'm not allowed to say is not happening right now, and that makes this a lot more fun. We're thankful for the weather being great, but we need you guys to make lots and lots of noise for our 74 anglers we're running through here today. Can you guys do that? Yeah! Trip, we just about ready to get going?
We are. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes out, you know, who makes our top 35 cut tomorrow. And I've been watching Bass Live, and these guys are really catching them. I'll relate it back to Lake Martin in Alabama that I fish a lot, and when we fish days like today in the spring, fishing is really tough sometimes. But these guys are some of the best in the business. They've really caught them, so I think it's going to be exciting. We will have a lot of shuffling going on, so we'll see who makes that top 35 tomorrow.
It'll be a lot of fun. Top 35 tomorrow goes to semifinal Saturday, and the goal always to make it to Championship Sunday. Our top 10 will do that. Are you guys ready to meet some anglers? Yeah. All right, well, let's start with somebody right here from South Carolina, a two-time Elite Series champion, the Tower of Power, Jason Williamson. Jay Willie had a brand new baby last Saturday. And at 15-7 yesterday, 15 even today, baby needs a new pair of shoes, and she just may get them. 30 pounds and 7 ounces. He is your leader right now. Let's hear it for the Tower of Power, Jason Williamson. 30 pounds and 7 ounces, and one of the big questions coming into this event after yesterday, guys caught him in big changes. Can you stay consistent? And your 2 days were divided by 7 ounces difference, so you're definitely catching them consistently this week.
Yeah, you know, at noon I had 2. So I was struggling. I know my dad's back home watching. He had probably 3 heart attacks. He smoked probably 9 packs of cigarettes. So I apologize for that.
It probably helped the heart.
Yeah, I mean, that's always good. But no, it was a lot tougher on me today. I had to adjust several different times. And finally, towards the end, I figured a little deal out, and I started catching a little bit bigger ones. But it's all about the weather. These fish are on the move. It's Lake Hartwell. There's a lot of fish here, but you fish through an area, you clean it up pretty good, and it don't really replenish that well for a while. So, you know, we just got to run new water every day. And the guy who adapts every day to what's going on that particular day is the guy who's going to hold this trophy up.
So did you fish very different today versus yesterday?
Well, to start with, till noon, I fished the same way, and that didn't work out too good. So I made a couple adjustments, and you know, the fish are shallow, but you know, some of the fish they've seen a lot of boats go by, and they've seen a lot of different baits. So it's all about, like I said, adapting, and just been super consistent. But I hadn't had a really big bite. You know, I'm due to catch a big one. If I can catch a 6 or 7 pounder, man, I'd have a real good chance to win this thing.
I would love to see you do that. Get a 3rd Elite Series title. I know you're going to get loud from one South Carolina pro to another. Your tournament leader from Greenwood, South Carolina, COBB, Brandon Cobb. Brandon Cobb had 19 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. Another good day here today. Needs 10-15 to take the lead. 17 pounds, 8 ounces. 17-8, and with 37 pounds and an ounce, Brandon Cobb once again goes into the lead on the Bassmaster Elite Series. South Carolina in a big way here this week, and halfway point of this tournament, you just took over Phoenix Boats Big Bass for the day with that 5-7, but at the halfway point of this tournament, it is working out pretty good. You told me yesterday that rain was kind of your nemesis on this lake. You may have figured that out.
Yeah, well, it definitely it changed them. I thought they bit better today, but they were smaller. I caught that 5-7 yesterday. My biggest was 4-9. They were just all 3.5 to 4 pounders. Today, I didn't catch as many big fish, but I caught a lot of 2 pounders like that. It was a fun day. I mean, my hands are raw from unhooking fish, but I don't know how many are left to catch, which I'll probably do some different things tomorrow. So see what happens.
This event with you know, so much on the line coming into this event. This had to be one you circled on the calendar when you signed up for the Elite Series. These conditions, have they played out exactly what you had thought coming into it?
The cold weather this week really threw me. As long as I fished here, I've never fished as cold as it was with the stage the fish are in. So it made it really confusing for me because the water temperature is 58, but the fish aren't in 58-degree stage. So it made it actually more confusing knowing the lake, but now it's starting to get a little bit back to normal.
You're halfway there, dude. I'd love to see you hold that title on Sunday. Let's hear it for your tournament leader from Lake Gaston, Virginia, 6-time Classic qualifier, Rick Morris. Had 9-12 yesterday. 5 fish here today, 8 pounds, 8 ounces, going to give you 18-4, put you in 3rd place right now. But the bad news is we have 73 other guys still to come.
Yeah, well, I guess I was just fishing my wacky rig a little. You know, I used a nail weight, and maybe it was just a little too heavy yesterday. So I didn't do very good yesterday. So today I went out with a buzz bait and whopper plopper, and I threw it all day long, and I caught those little fish and never had a big bite. So I was trying to make a comeback. But I always enjoy fishing here. It's a great crowd, and I always want to thank the military, so give the military a big hand. And this is really, truly a beautiful lake, and, you know, I was here for the Classic last year, and, hey, Dad, he drove all the way from Florida just to see me weigh in, 8 pounds? But it's not how big they are. It's as long as you're up here weighing them in and having a good time. Fishing's awesome. You guys are awesome. See you next time.
Looking forward to seeing you all year long. From Summerville, South Carolina, Elite Series rookie Patrick Walters. 14-15 yesterday, another good day here today.
Leading rookie right now.
He's leading rookie of the year right now, 15 pounds, 11 ounces. Moves into second with 30 pounds, 10 ounces. And I believe once again will be on top of the Dick's Sporting Goods Rookie of the Year race.
It held true today. I caught a lot more fish. The fish kind of pulled back up shallow for me. I can't believe how many fish I went through today that just weren't, good 2-pound fish. In practice, there was a bunch of 2-pounders all littered the bank, and I'm literally just keeping the trolling motor on 10, covering water, and just throwing a little wacky worm and just catching as many fish as I possibly can.
So have you changed between the 2 days, or the same technique has worked both days?
Technique's changed a little bit, but changed area mostly. And tomorrow I think that I'm going to have to really catch up. I might completely change areas of the lake is the thing. Just do something a little bit different. But I'd like to give a shout out to my family here, and actually my mom and my sister back home. My sister actually had a baby last night after weigh-in, little Baxley. So big shout out to them, big shout out to everybody, and looking forward to tomorrow and hope we can catch some more.
Well, congratulations, and we're glad we could entertain her during labor. I'm sure she was watching. From Texas, let's bring him out his second year in the Elite Series, Randy Sullivan. 10 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. 6 pounds, 6 ounces, going to finish with 17.4, and most likely outside the cut. We'll see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, those fish are out there. It's evident, they're moving around a lot. I just never really got it dialed in. Missed some practice time. I had to call my buddy Ralph a few times. Never really a fun deal. But, just got to move on, look forward to the next one.
Well, I hope you're feeling better, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one. A former Carhartt College Bass champion from Monroe, Louisiana. Give me a little love for Brett Pruitt. Had 11.4 yesterday, 3 fish to add to that here today. Today, but let's have a look at one of the right ones. 17.3, and unfortunately going to be outside the cut here this week. But the good news is we're just getting warmed up on the Elite Series and a lot of events left to go.
Yes, sir, that's right. Didn't have the tournament I quite wanted here, but we got one next weekend, so it's time to regroup and go get after that one. And just want to thank all my sponsors for being able to do this. They always take care of me from the beginning. U.S. Polo Association's been my title sponsor since I started. Big shout out to them, and big shout out to the good Lord. I'm a blessed man to be able to fish on the Bassmasters Elite Series.
That's the right way of thinking about things. We look forward to seeing you at our next event. Let's bring up a former Bass Nation national champion from Louisiana, Caleb Sumrall. Had 12 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday, 5 to add to it today. 10 pounds, 13 ounces, going to give you 23 pounds and 8 ounces. Puts him in 4th place currently. 23.8 put you in 4th place right now, and I know you'd love to go tomorrow, but we'll have to see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, I really do think I'm gonna be a little bit shy. Something really cool. Lake Hartwell is the lake that started it all for me, and it is so awesome to come here. And the first morning I pulled up at the ramp, it's almost like this. It holds this sentimental value to me, and I really love it. She gets a little tough on me at times, but it'll always hold a place in my heart. I want to thank a couple people. Number one, Kaisek Ice Chest. I couldn't be there without them. There's some great ice chests. If you haven't checked them out, please do. And number one is my wife at home. She takes care of 2 kids while we're out here doing this, and it's tough on her. And you can't do this without a good woman, and I have one of the best.
You sure do, and it's awesome to have you here. From North Carolina, get loud for Shayne Lineberger. Shayne Lineberger with 10 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish today for 9.11 gives you 19.13 and puts you in 5th place right now. But I got to believe scratching your head a little bit after this one.
Man, I tell you what, I told you yesterday, so I'm going to go out, put a top water in my hand all day. I'm going to catch them bigger. I'm not going to 10 pounds on this place, you know, it leaves you, like you said, scratching your head. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll go on to Winyah Bay and hope we can rectify ourselves down there.
Go get them. I'll see you there.
Hey, first of all, one of my main sponsors, Champion Power Equipment, they're out here this weekend. They have a tent out here. I will be over there tomorrow signing autographs, kissing babies, whatnot. Just come by and see me. We'll talk a little fish and have a little fun.
All right, I'll see you there. From Richmond, Virginia, get loud. His first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Ed Loughran III. Had 12 pounds even yesterday. 5 to add to it here today. 8.3 gives him 20 pounds, 3 ounces, sitting in 5th place and outside the projected cut, but we'll have to see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, way outside, but I still had a good time. This is a great lake. I was lucky enough to come down here about a month ago for the Junior Bassmaster Tournament and captained my son and one of his friends and caught a ton of fish, and those are some memories that all of us are going to remember forever, and it really is just a great lake. Ton of fish in it. I didn't show it, but maybe next week I'll get them.
It's a really cool story and a really cool program. From Louisiana, his first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Quinton Capo. 11 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. £11, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 8.12 gives you 19.14. You have my favorite weigh-in song, but unfortunately, not the right fish here this week.
Dude, I love this song as well, man. I like this lake. I had a great time this week. I don't think I'm going to be fishing tomorrow, but it's fishing healthy right now. It's caught a bunch of fish. I want to thank Strike King, Fish Show Rods, Kaisik Coolers, Loughran, Miss Cheryl at the trailer. She's awesome. And most importantly, it's my daughter's birthday today, so I can't wait to go out there and FaceTime her and tell her happy birthday. She's 3 today, so.
What is her name?
Ella Capo.
Okay, everybody in the count of 3, we're going to say happy birthday, Ella, okay? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Ella! Well, you can tell her all sorts of people wished her happy birthday. Time to bring up our Bass Nation national champion from California. Get loud for Randy Pearson. Yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. Hot off his first Geico Bassmaster Classic appearance, represented the Bass Nation there as our Bass Nation national champion and will represent him all year long on the Bassmaster Elite Series. 13 pounds, 15 ounces gives him 26 pounds, 7 ounces, and he moves into 4th place currently. Let's hear it. Give him a little Bass Nation love for your Bass Nation national champion. 26 pounds, 7 ounces, and whenever you get them better in day 2, it usually means you're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, it was a good day. I was blessed today. I mean, things weren't going my way, and about noon I kind of changed some things up and some stuff happened. But, you know, to be up here on this stage is just simply amazing. And anyone not fishing the Bass Nation, I mean, 4 months ago, my life changed. I mean, that was it. I won the Bass Nation. Now I'm up here fishing for a living. So anyone not doing it, you're crazy not to do it. It's most unbelievable experience. And I got to thank my sponsors, Chicken Ranch Casino especially, and say hi to my family and friends, and especially my wife, Jan.
Very cool, a great message, and awesome to have you here. Hope to see you tomorrow. All the way from Gonzales, Louisiana, Robby Latuso. Had 11 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to it here today. 9 pounds, 14 ounces gives you 21.1, and unfortunately outside of the projected cut, but you never know how it'll work out.
No, I don't think that's going to make it, but I had a great time here. I caught my fish on a swim bait and a wacky worm, something I don't get to do much. Today I changed it up a little bit. It was, with the rain. I finally moved areas late in the day and fish were all over the beds. I mean, I just ran out of time. people that really know this lake know where they go, and it's hard to beat them. But I had a great time. Thank you, Anderson.
Always great to have you here in the Elite Series. We look forward to seeing you all season long from Okeechobee, Florida. His sophomore season on the Elites, Kyle Monty. Had 10 pounds, 12 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. Let's get him in the cut. 11.9 gives him 22 pounds, 5 ounces, and currently sitting in 6th place early on at the day number 2 Bassmaster Elite Series weigh-in. Here at stop number 3 of the Bassmaster Elite Series on beautiful Lake Hartwell, and 22 pounds, 5 ounces, so a little bit better day today, I guess, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to get you in there.
No, I don't think it will. I call this lake Heartbreak. It's a beautiful lake, but for me, man, last time I was here, all the fish left that I was catching. This time I just lost them, dude. I don't know what's going on, but I got some hooks from my buddy Jake for a wacky rig. I was throwing a wacky rig a lot. Where you couldn't sight fish for them, just kind of blind cast it. And I caught everything on that today, but I lost about a 6-pounder on a jig and a bush, and that thing's going to haunt me for a long time, dude. But I want to thank everybody that helped me out this year. You know, Skeeter, Yamaha, Farm Bureau, H.E. Hill Foundation, BassBoatsForSale.com, and hopefully we'll see you guys in a couple years. I love Hartwell. I got a good buddy that lives right down the road, lets us stay there. Want to thank Scott Spidell and his wife Chrissy for putting us up, Jake and I. And man, it's been a great week. I caught a lot of fish today. This place is full of fish. You guys take care of it, and we'll be back.
Always great to have you here. You know what time it is? It's time for the baby shark from North Carolina. Get loud for Shayne Lihue. 14 pounds, 10 ounces, sitting in 20th place when he left this morning. 5 to add to it, 13.6. He moves into 4th place with 28 pounds even, and he should be inside our semifinal cut. Semifinal Saturday on the Bassmaster Elite Series, and the top 35 will be competing, and it looks like Shayne Lihue is going to be a part of that top 35, and good day today, really. I mean, I know it was a little tougher weight-wise for you, but with as much change, you've got to be kind of happy with how you're, fairly consistent so far.
Yeah, this morning I started out probably in the first 30 minutes and cold, I don't know how many times today. I caught 11 pounds over and over again, but I actually caught my biggest fish with 5 minutes left. I'm fishing the way I like to fish. I'm not staying anywhere really long, fishing really fast, and today I got to catch them on top water, so hopefully they bite that tomorrow.
I look forward to watching you tomorrow. Keep it rolling. Time for the reigning Forest Wood Cup champion from Alabama, Clint Davis. Clint Davis had 13 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. A limit of fish here. Let's hope it's enough to get out tomorrow. 12.1 gives him 25 pounds and 5 ounces. 25.5. 25 pounds, 5 ounces, and do you think it's enough to get back out there tomorrow?
I don't know. Hopefully the weight's dropped a little. I'm pretty discouraged with today, man. I went and threw a swim bait about yay big all day long, caught all those fish on it, and never caught a 3 or 4 pounder. So I don't know. Hopefully so, and hopefully I'll get to go tomorrow.
We'll find out at the end of the weigh, and I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. From Tennessee, get loud for Brandon Lester. 14 pounds, 6 ounces to start the day. He's got another good 5-fish limit here today. 16 pounds, 14 ounces. And once again, Brandon Lester stomps a mud hole in the moves into 2nd place with 31 pounds and 4 ounces. 31 pounds and 4 ounces, and whenever you can add a couple of pounds to your 5-fish limit on day 2, you know you're doing well. 5 pounds, 10 ounces, the new Phoenix Boats, a big bass leader, and things are pretty good at the halfway point of this tournament for you.
Absolutely they are, man. I caught that fish on just a blind cast in the back of a pocket just going down the bank, dude. But I had that weight by probably 9:30 this morning. I said, well, I'm just going to burn the bank up, see if I can find me a great big one on a bed. And I did, dude. I'm telling you, I found a legitimate 6+ pounder, and I never could get her to bite. I fished for her for 2 hours, never could get her to bite. But
I know where she's at, and I'm going back tomorrow, see if I can't get even with her.
How frustrating is that? It's like gambling. It's like going to a casino. You know, you go to a casino and you start playing the slot machine and you pump, a lot of money in, and then you think you're never going to, you have to leave that aisle right away because you don't want to see the little old lady throw her quarter in and win $1 million. That's kind of what it's like bed fishing. You invest so much time, it's hard to leave.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it's like. I mean, that kind of fish is a game changer, and that's what I don't know. We'll see what happens.
From San Jose, California, two-time Bassmaster winner, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane. Had 14 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish to add to it here today. A little tougher day, but is it enough to go tomorrow? 12 pounds, 2 ounces with 26 pounds, 2 ounces. You think it's going to be enough to get out there tomorrow?
I think it's going to be close. This week was kind of a scratch and claw and just kind of scrap together a limit. Throwing a big bait, mixing it up, whatever fish I see, I'll pitch to. But really didn't feel like I was in the area of the lake. Tactics, go completely the opposite end of the lake and throw those big baits, and we'll see what happens.
We'll keep our fingers crossed for you, and I'd love to see you out there tomorrow. The only Australian to ever qualify for the Bassmaster Elite Series, Carl Jacobson. Had 6 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday, 2 to add to it here today, 4, 8, and this one, there's no... say it sucks when this happens. Yeah. I know you hate it, but the good news is the best way to get over a tough one is to go have a big tournament, and we got one next week somewhere where you've caught them before.
Yeah, I've been here before many times. It's just like I'm ready to go. Like I'm like, when's it going to be my turn? I feel like I'm fishing well, and then tournament day comes, the 3 biggest tournaments of the year back to back, and I've just had bad days every day. So it has been super frustrating. My marshal today, he was an older gentleman, really good, and he said he could see I was getting frustrated, and he said, Babe Ruth? And I said, yeah, and he said he hit a lot of home runs in his day, and I said, yeah, and he said that's why he's known. He said, but he struck out far more many times, and but we don't remember them. We only remember the home runs. So I'll be going out there and swinging every single one from here on out, and I'll get the year back on track, I promise.
I know you will. Work on it, bro. I'll see you at the next event. Here is a truly living legend. Took his 16th win to start off the season from Ava, Missouri. The legendary Mr. Rick Clunn. Had 12 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. Today, tougher day. 2 fish for 313, and no way to cut it. I mean, just a tougher day out there.
No, it kind of surprised me yesterday. I've been throwing a spinnerbait, and I had to work to get them yesterday, and then we had what I thought was perfect weather, but they didn't bite it.
Tough day out there, but we look forward to seeing you at the next one next week at Winyah Bay. From Texas, 3-time FLW Tour Angler of the Year, Clark Wendlandt. Had 14-12 yesterday. Tougher day today. 5 fish for 11 pounds, 10. Place currently, and remember the top 35 make it into semifinals Saturday. So a little tougher day out there today, and the good news is if you get through to tomorrow, it's supposed to get a little better.
Yeah, I think I'm probably not going to make it, but I'd sure like to have another chance. I lost a 4-pounder right at the end of the day, and Davey Height said, man, I tell you what, Clark, you maybe you've been using nets too much, and because we don't get to use a net out here, and I wish I'd have just slung him in. And from now on, they're coming over the side.
That is honestly probably one of the most overlooked things. When you see people who move to the Elite Series from FLW, and I routinely ask guys, after a couple of years of being here, I'm like, what was the biggest adjustment? And they all say getting It's amazing how many fish get close to the boat, but when you don't have a net, it's a lot tougher to get them.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't really think I did anything wrong except for making a decision maybe to, not sling them in. But, when you actually touch them, I touched a 3.5 yesterday and a 4 today, and both of them are still swimming. So, oh well, it's the way it goes. You lose some, you're going to catch some.
It's great to have you here as always. I hope you sneak through tomorrow. We'll find out. From Brookville, Indiana, 9-time Classic qualifier, $1 Bill Lowen. Had 16 pounds even yesterday. Another big day here today. 5 fish. 18 pounds, 3 ounces. $1 Bill moves into second place with 34 pounds and 3 ounces. Get loud for Yamaha Pro, $1 Bill Lowen. We lost trip. 34 pounds and 3 ounces. Bill, you got to be happy with the way this is working out. I mean, it gets better and better each day.
It's been fun up to this point. You know, practice wasn't great, but when I get a bite, it's a good one. And I'm just running around fishing what my gut tells me to fish and fishing really comfortable. And as long as they keep biting, it's going to be real interesting. So just like thank you all for coming out. Looks like I get a Happy Gilmore check, don't I?
You sure do. Phoenix Boats a big bass from our last event. $1,500 bonus check there for Bill Lowen. So when you're holding one of those and you're in the top 3 in this next event, I mean, it means you're putting things together pretty good.
Well, we hope so. You know, we just hopefully, like I said, we can keep it rolling and go fishing on Sunday. You know, it's been a while since I fished on Sunday, and I get to go fishing on Saturday. So anytime you can do that, that's always a plus. So like I said before, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and supporting us, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
I'd love to see you winning on Sunday. Get it going. From Oklahoma, his first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Luke Palmer. Had 12.5 yesterday, 5 to add to that here today. 13 pounds, 6 ounces with 25 pounds, 11 ounces. He puts himself in 10th place currently. $25 pounds, 11 ounces. You think it's going to be enough to get out there again tomorrow?
I highly doubt it, but I hope so. I just like going fishing. I'd like to go every day, you know, if you can get to. You know, these crowds are great. Look at all this. You know, you asked me the first time here, you know, at St. John's what it was like. You can't describe it. It gets better and better every time we come out here. And, you know, just the fans make it. You know, Horizon keeps me on the water. That Mercury in Phoenix has got stretched way out the last 2 days. And I wish I had a little bit bigger fuel tank, but it works out. And my fiance showed up and supported me, and I appreciate that. And everybody back home, it's great. But hopefully I'll be out tomorrow. If not, guess when y'all bay next.
Well, we hope you get out there tomorrow. We'll find out at the end of the weigh-in. From Mississippi, Brock Mosley. Brock's come close to several Elite Series wins and catching them again this week. 15.6 as of yesterday. 5 to add to that today, 11.5. Gives him 26 pounds, 11 ounces. And Brock Mosley moves into 7th place currently. Had a giant yesterday at 5'9", really helped you yesterday, but 26.11, is that going to be enough to go tomorrow?
I hope so, because you know, I'm getting a lot of bites, but I'm not what I'm doing. I'm covering water with a buzzbait. I ain't gonna lie. And you know, the thing about doing that is it's high, you know, it's a high risk you know, deal. I'm seeing what bites, and I've had the bites that have probably 14, 15 pounds today. But you know, that's part of doing what I'm doing. It's just, you know, it can break your heart. So I never got a good one today, and you know, I would really love to go tomorrow to try to give him another shot.
I hope you get the opportunity. We'll find out at the end of the weigh-in. From New Jersey, GDP, Greg DePalma. Tough day yesterday, 8 pounds, 3 ounces. Let's see if we can rally him up the scoreboard a little bit here right now with 5 fish on day number 2, 11.7, so a better day today. 19 pounds and 10 ounces puts him in 19th place currently. Unfortunately, outside of the projected cut. So, Greg, unfortunately, outside of the projected cut, but, I mean, you got to be happy with having a little bit better day today. And while, you know, it might seem frustrating now, at the end of the year, those might be the most valuable points you earned all year long.
Yeah, definitely, man, for sure. I definitely met my match today. You know, not being big-headed, but I consider myself a pretty good bed fisherman, and this week doesn't really show that. But I spent last 3 hours literally on a 5-pounder a minute ago, and it literally was locked on the bed. I mean, it was locked, and I was like, I can catch this fish. And I bumped it in the head the entire 3 hours. Literally, my last cast, I hit it in the head, and it swam off the bed. So I think it was more tired than I was of casting it, honestly. I tried every trick in the book today. I couldn't get it. That one fish would have definitely set me up there a little higher. But, all my fish this week, except for that one fish, came on a riot-based little fuzzy and green pumpkin. So if you guys are getting ready to do some bed fishing out here, definitely check that out. And I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Always great to have you here. We'll see you next week. From Holt, Michigan, a former Bass Pro Shops, a Bassmaster winner, Chad Pipkins. Had a big day yesterday, 14-10, and another big day here today. 5 fish, 15 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 6th place with 29 pounds, 13 ounces. Chad Pipkins had surgery just 2 weeks ago for a broken shoulder blade. 7 screws and a giant plate is not keeping you. Good Lord, what would you be doing if you had both arms this week? I mean, it might be a runaway.
It might be the opposite of that. I should have broke my arm early. I've struggled to start the season, so it feels good to get the balls rolling. The pain down is good, and it's getting better every day. And I just heard that the AOI Championship is going to Lake St. Clair, so I get that email, and that's where I'm from, and I got to get it together. So I'm excited to have a good showing here and keep it rolling tomorrow, hopefully.
Okay, go ice up, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Great effort this week. A former TTBC champion from Asheville, Alabama, Matt Heron. Matt Heron had 15 pounds, 10 ounces to start the day. Another 5-fish limit here today. Let's get him into the weekend. 14-9, not a problem with 30 pounds, 3 ounces. Matt Heron moves into 6th place currently. Digging deep in that Berkeley weighing bag. Let's hear it for Skeeter Yamaha Pro, Matt Heron. Consistent tournament, man, and polar opposite day. I mean, it doesn't seem like it right now, but if you looked at this morning versus day one morning, totally different, but you caught them both days.
Yeah, I kind of got a little deal going on, but they pulled this lake hard today, and it's changed a bunch, and I think tomorrow's going to throw us some curves, so actually it's probably a good thing to kind of go out in the morning with an open mind and kind of go get after it again, see what's going on.
We'll go get them. We'll see you back here tomorrow. From Texas, Elite Series, a rookie, Leelavathi. 11 pounds, 2 ounces. But the best way to get over it is go catch them at Winyaw Bay.
Yeah, just got to get on to the next one. No excuses here. I just totally missed the boat here. It's crazy. I never got in the right groove, never got in the right area, and got my butt whooped. That's all it is.
Well, we'll try and make you feel a little bit better before you leave. You came into this event leading our Dick's Sporting Goods Rookie of the Year race, so gets a bonus check for that and $10,000 at the end of the year if you win that title. And it's a pretty cool title when you think you look at the names and the guys and how well they're fishing. I mean, to be in contention for that, I know you'd love to do that right to the end of the year, because chances are you'll be in contention for Angler of the Year if you're in contention for Rookie of the Year.
That's right. There's hammers on both sides of it. It's just a consistency deal. So we got a long road ahead. Got to stay consistent and get on to the next one.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, and especially the stop at Lake Fork. Look out for this guy. Our next angler, a 6-time Classic qualifier from Reed Springs, Missouri. Let me hear it for Chad Morgan-Taylor. Had 10 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to it today. 12-11 gives you 23-1, moves into 16th place right now. And is it going to be enough to sneak out there?
Yep. If you stop everything right now, it will be.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, we can. Let's vote on it. I say yeah.
Do you want me to ask them?
Nope.
Okay, all right. I'll ask him as they come up. But I'd love to get you out there tomorrow. But you got to be happy with having a better day out there today. Salvaging it under tough conditions.
It's so funny. We had perfect sight fishing conditions yesterday, and I caught one fish off the bed yesterday, and today I caught 4. I don't get it. I mean, I just slowed down today. Yesterday I felt like I fished too fast. And I never was settled in what I was doing. I was always looking for the next thing, and that's a very treacherous thing to play with, and sometimes it pays off and sometimes it don't. I caught a lot of fish, and that's what kept me going. I just never did generate that big bite, and I didn't have anything to fall back on to say, this is what I need to do to go ahead and get up over that 13, 14-pound mark. Never had it in my bag of tricks this week. But anyway, it's a great fishery, a lot of fish out there. I mean, they're really, really doing a lot of different things right now. And, man, I'm on to the next one if I don't get to fish tomorrow. And we'll hope at least we've salvaged some good points in this tournament.
Well, hopefully you're fishing tomorrow, but if not, we'll see you at Winyah Bay just in a few days. It was his birthday yesterday, his first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Kentucky, Matt Huff. Mike Huff, I called him Matt. I don't know why, but the math works, I guess. 11 pounds, 13 ounces to start today, 9:15 to add to that, 21-12, puts you in 18th place, and unfortunately outside of the projected cut, but Winyah Bay next, and the best way to get over a bad one is with a good one.
Yeah, that's exactly right. This lake is awesome. I'm jealous of all the people that live here. I caught a ton of fish, but just never got a big bite, but going to try to forget about this tough tournament and get ready for Winyah.
See how I protected you there. It wasn't a good finish, so I didn't want to give you the right name. From Gainesville, Florida, 9-time Classic qualifier, Bernie Schultz. 13-3 to start the day, 5 to add to that, 10 pounds and 2 ounces puts you in 16th place right now as we near the halfway point of this weigh-in, and you're at the halfway point in the leaderboard. It's going to be close.
It's meaningless. We both know that. I'll be 16th from the bottom probably by the time it's over. But, man, I had a great time. It's a fun lake. I tried to make a topwater work for 3 hours. And back home, this is what you live for. Just don't come up, I guess, in 60-degree water when it's raining and overcast. But anyway, I wasted half the day doing that and then went sight fishing. So
we hope you get a shot to get out there. If not, we'll see you at Winyah Bay. From Bella Vista, Arkansas, former Bass Pro Shops and Bassmaster Open champion. Let me hear it for Harvey Horn. Had 14-8 yesterday, big day yesterday. 5 to add to it here today. 10-10 gives you 25-2, so a little tougher day today. He moves into 15th place currently. And a tougher day today. Was it just getting those bigger bites, or did you get less bites today?
I probably got the same number of bites today. It was just the conditions changed a lot. I didn't really get the run-in that I was expecting up in the area I was in. The water cleared up, and that wasn't what I was expecting. That kind of put a kink in things, and that was had to run around, scramble a little bit to cull one late in the day, and just one of those days. But my son's fishing tomorrow. We got a competition going. He's got a 2-day tournament on Bull Shoals. I think I've got enough weight to beat him, but I'm not sure because it is Bull Shoals, and we know how great of a fishery that is. It's been great being here on Hartwell. I really love this place. It was fun to fish around. The way I was fishing, I was putting my express boat way back up in the brush and flipping, that big bite fighting frog on my sunline, and I'd literally rip those fish out of the brush, bring them over trees and everything, and it was awesome to be here and do what I do the way I like it.
It's awesome to have you on the Elite Series. We look forward to seeing you all season long. A former Elite Series champion from Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. 13 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday, and another good day here today. 5 fish, 16 pounds, 7 ounces, and the amazing fighter man moves inside the top. 29 pounds, 11 ounces. 29 pounds, 11 ounces, sitting inside the top 10 in 8th place right now. And you don't got to sweat it out. You know you're going to work tomorrow. Conditions are going to change again, and seem to help you.
I was looking forward to that all week. I've just been seeing a bunch of big ones cruise around, and I figured with the clouds and the rain and that clear water, I could actually get them to bite, and could have had a really good bag, or a little bit better bag today, last couple of big ones, but still caught 4 nice ones anyways, and I found a bed fish at like 326, and I had to be in at 330, so at least I got something to start on.
Oh, yeah, great. Planning for tomorrow already. A 3-time Elite Series champion from Auburn, Alabama, Steve Kennedy. 13 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to it here today. A little tougher day today by the looks of things. 9 pounds, 7 ounces gives you 22.15. He says, are you ready for this? Oh, Lord. Go, ladies, get your cameras ready. Boom, shakalaka, tiny bass. 22 pounds, 15 ounces, and if you proved nothing, you proved you're a good sport, Steve. But that little tiny fish there at the end of the year, that could be the key points to get you to the Classic.
Right, it'll be a point or two for sure, and it may make a difference somewhere.
You think it's 2 points, really?
Who knows? We'll see. A pound could be a lot when it gets packed in there, but no, I had a rough day. I probably could have been leading yesterday, didn't catch them, and today I never even saw them. So if you have to guess, I'm throwing a swim bait around, and when they show up, it's incredible, and when they don't, it's not. But
you caught that little tiny fish on a big swim bait?
I caught on a little bitty swim bait because I caught the other one that looks just like it on a big swim bait, and then I had some more followed up, so I picked up a little bitty one and caught a limit just to say I had one, but you know, caught 5 all day. But did you see my video I posted?
Yes, I can't say, but I've heard about this meteorite or whatever, but you really got to look very well in the video.
Yeah. Almost directly over us at Blastoff. But yeah, I got the last 5 seconds of it, but it must have lasted 15 or 20 seconds. I mean, I had time to get the boat turned around and start the GoPro and still caught some of it. So it was pretty incredible to see.
Do we know what it was? Like has anyone heard what it is? Like, it was meteorite. It was exactly what we thought it was.
Yeah, or I call it a fireball when it's brighter than Venus or something. So yeah, it was a big one, but
I know all about Fireball, and it's something totally different, my friend.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Always great to have you here. From Dadeville, Alabama, give me a little love for Kelly J. 10 pounds and 9 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to it. Looks like a better day here today. 13 pounds and 9 ounces. He moves into 17th place with 24 pounds and 2 ounces. Give me a little love for Skeeter Yamaha Pro Kelly J with 24 pounds, 2 ounces. A better day today. Hopefully it's enough to rally you, sneak in there maybe. I mean, we've weighed 35. So we're at the halfway point basically of the weigh-in.
Well, you know, I just dug myself too big of a hole yesterday. I caught a lot of fish yesterday. I just never got a big bite, and today I finally got a big bite, and it, you know, made a little bit of difference. So I don't know. We'll sweat it out and see, but at least I got some good points. You know, it's not good to be down at the bottom of the list. So, you know, at the end of the year, every point counts. So I'm glad to come back like I did. Just wish I would have started off better yesterday. So we'll get ready and go to the next one.
Great effort as always. We look forward to seeing the next one from Youngsville, Louisiana. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Tyler Carrier. Had 13-11 yesterday and another good day here today. He's going to be hanging with us this weekend. 5 fish for 14 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 10th place with 28 pounds even. Another big performance from the Skeeter Yamaha Pro from Louisiana. 28 pounds even, and you got to feel good to know that you're not going to be pacing back and forth backstage with a bunch of those guys.
Well, I sure hope so. Hope it holds up. You know, like I said yesterday, I found a little spot that it has all the potential to do very well in this deal. And this morning I was being hard-headed, didn't go to it first thing. When I pulled up there 2 hours into the event, it was on, and it was stayed on all day long. But had an opportunity to probably put about a 16, 17-pound bag on the scale today. Hopped off a good one, about 145, but that's the way it goes, you know. That's why it's called fishing. But, hey, the good Lord led me to the spot. I just got to get it done on my end.
You're going to get a shot by the looks of things. From Florida, Joby Krieger. Joby Krieger with 13-1 yesterday, 5 today. Let's get him inside that weekend cut. Top 35 fishing semifinal Saturday, 12 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 16th place with 25 pounds and 8 ounces. $25 pounds, 8 ounces, Joby, and unfortunately going to have to sweat it out a little bit to see if it's enough to get going tomorrow. But had Neil Paul, a local host, obviously, on Bassmaster Live. He was your marshal yesterday, and he couldn't tell me enough about, you know, how precise you were and the amount of effort you put into bed fishing. Were you bed fishing again today?
Well, the bad thing was the rain this morning. I mean, I lost a lot of time just wasting time fishing and not catching much, and finally it quit raining and I made a pretty good run. And man, there's 2 of them out there laying under two different trees that I really wish I could catch because they're dandies, but just ran out of time and probably going to come up a touch short. But if not, I know where there are 2 good ones to swim tomorrow.
Well, I hope you get a shot to go after him tomorrow morning. We'll find out at the end of the weigh-in. Originally from Japan, now makes his home in Texas, Yusuke Miyazaki. $12 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 5 fish for Yusuke here. Gives him 24-13. He moves into 19th place currently. Yusuke, a former Geico Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Sure happy to have him back on the Bassmaster Elite Series with 24-13. Is it going to be enough?
No, it's not enough. You know, I got a couple mistakes today, and that's cost me. I'm really sure. So.
We'd love to see you get out there tomorrow, but if not, we got one next week.
Yeah, I need to catch next week. You know, know that. You know, I need to catch up. You know, a lot next week. You know, that's that I'm really looking for now.
All right, we look forward to hopefully seeing you tomorrow. From Raceland, Louisiana, his first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Tyler Revet. 15 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 12 pounds, 5 ounces, going to move into 11th place with 27 pounds and 10 ounces. $27 pounds at 10 ounces and sitting in 11th place, and got to feel pretty good about getting a shot to go out there tomorrow.
I hope so. I finally figured out the exact pattern of how to catch them. It's just they need to get a little bigger, but it's fun catching them the way I'm doing it. I finally figured it out, and just being sick all week. I want to shout out for Ready Urgent Care down there in Hartwell. They got me back on the water the next day. I felt bad the first 2 days, and luckily I was able to get a day and a half of practice in, and I guess it works. I might catch the flu next time if it works like this. But yeah, it was a fun day. We had fun. Got wet, soaked, and hopefully we could get out there tomorrow.
I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm glad you're catching them. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Here's a guy who was battling illness at our last event, but caught him anyways. From Florida, Drew Cook. Drew Cook had 14-4 and a giant day today. Look out. Needs 22-14 to take the lead. 20 pounds, 6 ounces. Drew Cook rockets all the way up to second place with 34 pounds and 10 ounces. Get loud for Drew Cook. Drew Cook with 34 pounds at 10 ounces, 20 pounds, 6 ounces, biggest bag of the tournament, and you are ready to breathe fire into the weekend.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Today, I don't know what happened. The females were just acting right in the area of the lake that I finally went to at about 11 o'clock, and I saw a bunch more too. And I'm so excited to go back out there tomorrow. There wasn't near as much traffic on the bank because it was cloudy and raining, and so you kind of had it all to yourself, and it finally worked out. I'm good.
I'd say it worked out pretty good. You're going to get a shot at them tomorrow, and I know your goal is you don't have to worry about making the cut. You know you're in there. How much would you love to be here on Championship Sunday?
You know, I've been so close the past 2 tournaments, and it's like being that close, especially on the near, catching one at the last minute that I thought was going to get me there. That hurt so bad. That was the longest drive home. I want it. I want to get there. I want to be, I want to weigh in on Sundays, and that's the whole plan. But I just want to say thank you to everybody at home that's been watching and keeping up with me. I mean, the texts and calls and not getting annoyed by all the crap I post on Facebook. And I just appreciate everybody at home and my dad for coming to everything, and my girlfriend, she watches every weigh-in. She's probably freaking working at 12, so I'm sure she's happy now, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to seeing how it works out myself. Let's hear it for him. All the way from Kenora, Ontario, Canada. Give me a little love for Gussie Jeff Gustafson. Big day yesterday, 15-4, and backing it up in a big way here today. 5 fish for 15-13 with 31 pounds and an ounce. Gussie moves into 5th place currently. $31 pounds and an ounce, and Gussie, you don't got to worry. You know you're going to work tomorrow, and 2 totally different days and 2 great performances.
Oh, such a relief, man. Been kind of a tough start for me. So, I'm having fun out here. Those 2 big ones I just held up, I caught both of those like in the last hour. I got a spotted bass place. I can go catch my limit like pretty quick in the morning. But yesterday I got a few big ones. Today they're babies. But, I'm going to go do that again tomorrow morning, get my limit, and then go on the largemouth hunt.
You lead this tournament every morning. I don't know if you realize that, but every morning he gets his limit before everybody else. But the afternoons is what's been paying off with those big bites, I guess?
Yeah, I got yesterday I had 3 solid largemouths, and then today those 2 I was just going along, and they're actually both on bed. So there's more coming up for sure this afternoon. So I'll probably spend a little more time keeping that honest tomorrow. But it's fun. It's a fun lake.
It's great having you on the Elite Series, and we'll look forward to seeing Bassmaster Open champion Skylar Hamilton. Had 14 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. 14-4. He moves into 11th place with 28 pounds and 7 ounces. 28 pounds and 7 ounces sitting in 11th place. Skylar Hamilton. 28 pounds, 7 ounces, sitting in 11th place and sitting pretty going fishing tomorrow.
Man, I didn't know I was going to be that consistent this week. This is probably one of my favorite lakes that I've ever been to, man. The people are so nice, and, it's not hard to find that, but it's hard to find when everybody's nice. And the place where I'm staying, the campground owners, it's just an amazing place. And to catch fish like that, how I like to fish, it's just everything you could want. So, man, I'm going to be back for sure. I'm only 3 hours from here. I'm going to come back and fish. So.
Well, don't go anywhere yet because you got to fish tomorrow. You're inside the cut. From Lexington, North Carolina, a former Geico Bassmaster Classic champion, David Fritz. Had 10 pounds even yesterday. 3 fish here today. 5-4 gives you 15-4. And the good news is you get to qualify for an early trip to Winyah Bay.
Well, maybe I can get a suntan down there while I'm there. So I don't know. Fishing, this lake's such a good lake, and they're really hard to catch here once they're not where they are right now. They're out there chasing his herring around, but they're biting sort of funny for me. And this is you know, I'm a fairly versatile guy, but boy, when it comes to catching like they are now, it's tough on me.
Well, it's always great to have you here in the Elite Series, and we look forward to seeing you next week in Winyan Bay. From North Carolina, former Toyota Trucks All-Star champion, Hank Cherry. Had 17.9 yesterday. Battling laryngitis here this week, but it isn't slowing him down on the water. 13.15 today, and Hank Cherry moves back inside the top 5 in 4th place with 31 pounds, 8 ounces. So a little tougher day today on you weight-wise, but sitting in a great spot. You know, you guys always say the same thing. I just want to go into the weekend with a shot, and you definitely have that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I changed things up this morning. Maybe stuck with it a little too long, but I found probably 20, 25 this afternoon. I know I can catch, but they're just not the great big ones, so I'm just going to go fish new water and see what happens.
It's going great so far. Keep it rolling and get better, my friend. From Denver, North Carolina, Elite Series rookie Rob Dye. 11 pounds, 7 ounces to start the day. 5 here to add to that on day number 2. 13.3 gives him 24 pounds, 10 ounces, and he moves into 25th place. Top 35 fish on semifinal Saturday. 24.10, so a better day today, and can't really be upset about your effort today, but yesterday may end up hurting you at the end of this deal.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit shy, but you know that's fishing. You know, had a couple fish. I wished I'd have got in today, but, you know, everybody's got a fish tail. But I love this lake. It's a great place, and it's a great place to be with the ramp, and it's just a beautiful place. But I'd like to thank my family for supporting me. Cash and Rods, Zoom, Loughran, the Great Outdoors in Cherryville. And I'm going to go to Winyan Bay and see if I can't catch some fish down there. I appreciate y'all.
Well, we will see you there in just a few days. From Newport, New York, 5 top 12s in his rookie season. Get loud for Jamie the Hammer Hartman. Had 13.15 to start the day. Another good day today. 5 fish for 16 pounds, 3 ounces. And the Hammer moves into 10th place with 30 pounds and 2 ounces. Get loud for Nitro Mercury Pro, Jamie the Hammer Hartman. 10th place, and it's a pretty good spot to be at this point of the tournament.
Yeah, dude, I ain't gonna lie, I'm mad at him.
Why so mad?
Dude, I had a terrible start to this season, and
but that wasn't here. Why are you mad at these ones?
I am mad. I said if they bite me here, I'm gonna rip their... Especially the spotted bass, but they won't bite for me, so I had to go after the largemouth. But, man, I tell you, I don't know. Today, you know, we know it's changing conditions. It's spawn. Everything's going on. And it actually was the most rods I've ever had on my deck today. I had 19 rods out. I've never had that many in my life, you know. Normally, I get it narrowed down. I know what I'm doing. But I said today, I'm just going to keep pulling them out, and I'm going to catch one on every bait. And I think I did, so.
We'll pack them all back in and pull them all out tomorrow because working out. From Palatka, Florida, former Geico Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Let me hear it for Cliff Prince. 11 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish today for 12-1. A little bit better day today. He moves into 31st place with 23 pounds and an ounce. 23 pounds and an ounce. So a little bit better day.
You won't be able to see the bottom in 5 foot of water. So, but yeah, it was. I mean, I had some opportunities today. I seen some good fish, but you know, that's they'll catch them.
Well, always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. The last one, he took the title, Elite Series champion and former Bass Nation national champion, Paul Mueller. Took a win at Lake Lanier earlier this year, just a few weeks ago. 11-12 today, giving him 24 pounds and 2 ounces. He moves into 28th place. 28th place currently with 24 pounds, 2 ounces, and he worked right to the very end of the last one, but you may just get this.
There tomorrow, this is definitely not going to be enough. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. I think you're going to see fireworks on the final day. I saw a lot of good things, some big fish. I ran a lot of new water, but you know, these fish are just not ready yet, and I think if the sun came out today, it may have been a different story for me anyways, but somebody's going to catch them real good on the final day, and there's a lot of big ones that are just, you know, they're just not ready yet. So, man, I just wish I had another crack at it. You know, wasted too much time, you know, trying to catch some pre-spawn fish in practice, and I should have probably looked a little bit more, but hopefully we come back. It's a great lake. It's just fishing funky, but you're going to see a good next 2 days for sure.
Always great to have you here. Congrats once again. Came into this event with the lead in our Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year points from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. Chris Johnston had 14 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today, needs 7-10. More to stay there till the end. 11 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 24th place with 25 pounds, 4 ounces. And I know you'd like to sneak in there tomorrow. You think it's enough?
I don't think it's enough. I'd like to go fishing tomorrow and fish some new water, try and make up some ground. Today it was a struggle. I didn't find a lot of new fish. I ended up catching 2 nice ones, well, decent ones at the end of the day, and I kind of got onto a new area and had some fish. So I'd love to go again tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to happen. But still had fun, and I'm looking forward to the next one and win you.
Great start to your Elite Series career. Leading Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year, so he gets a $1,000 Toyota AOY bonus. That check gets a whole lot bigger at the end of, not bigger physically, but bigger number-wise. Can't get much bigger physically. From Mount Carmel, Tennessee, David Mullins. 9 pounds, 8 ounces to start the day. Every day is doomsday for him. 11 pounds, 13 ounces to add to that. 21 pounds, 5 ounces, and unfortunately going to be outside of the cut here this week.
Yeah, I just went fishing day like I should have yesterday, and yesterday I had 2 super soakers full of gallons of Dawn dish detergent. Every cove I went to didn't have a spot of pollen left when I got done with it, but and I didn't catch them. So today we just went fishing mud and, you know, caught some decent fish, but moving on to Winyah Bay, hopefully have a little bit better one there.
We'll see you there. From Del Rio, Texas, his second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Ray Hanselman Jr. Had 10 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. 13 pounds, 12 ounces, so a better day today with 23 pounds and 15 ounces. Ray Hanselman Jr. moves into 30th place currently. Sitting in 30th place, and we have 24 more anglers left to go. So unless it was a really bad afternoon, probably not going to make the cut here this week, but it's early in the season.
Yeah, it is. You know, I had some misfortune yesterday. I got hung with a couple of it's not short fish, but small fish I couldn't call. But, you know, that's part of it, you know. And I did a little better, you know. I had some opportunities to really have a big bag today, but, you know, like you said, we're early in the season. You know, I want to congratulate my boys. They both played baseball games the last 2 nights, and they tied both games 6-6, 7-7. So, you know, that's better than a loss.
Sure is, and congrats to them. Great to always have you here. From Panama City, Florida, Elite Series champion Drew Benton. Had 14-9 yesterday. Tougher day today, he says. 5 fish is enough to get him in the cut. 11 pounds, 9 ounces. He moves into 20th place currently, and we have 24 more. That probably makes you a lot happier.
I don't know about tomorrow. I sure would like to fish tomorrow. I saw a bunch of them swimming around that
they got me frustrated trying to catch them today, and they just weren't catchable. I looked at the water line on the bank, and it fell about 5 inches, and a lot of the ones that I had were really shallow, and it jacks them all up when it falls like that. But man, I sure would like to get back after them tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, we'll find out at the end of the weigh-in. Wish you luck, and let's keep them rolling through. A 3-time Bassmaster winner, 5-time Classic qualifier from Paducah, Kentucky, Mark Menendez. Had a good day yesterday, and it looks like another good day here today. 13-1 yesterday. Today, 15 pounds and 9 ounces. Rockets into 13th place with 28 pounds and 10 ounces. Sitting in 13th place with 28 pounds and 10 ounces. And you know how this deal works. You add to your weight from day number 1, and you get them better on day 2. Generally, you move up, and you're definitely going to do that.
Well, I'm thrilled to death. I caught these pretty quick, and that was my first bite of the morning, 411. So it calmed me down, and then I went through quite a few fish to get what I had. And, so I'm very pleased to get to fish on Saturday. That's the thing. That's where you make up more points. Keep moving. And every cut you make, you're closer to your Bassmasters Classic. And my buddy Wes Hood was with me today, and those are for Wes.
Great to have you here, and our thoughts and prayers are with his family. From Benton, Arkansas, get loud for Stetson Blaylock. Had 13-10 yesterday, another good day today. Stetson going to be working on the weekend. 16 pounds, 13 ounces. Gives him 30 pounds and 7 ounces. And say hello to the top 10. Stetson Blaylock moves into 8th place currently. 30 pounds and 7 ounces. 30 pounds and 7 ounces, sitting in 8th place at the halfway point of this tournament, and got to be pretty happy with the way things are working out so far.
Yeah, yesterday was just, I said it on stage, all those big ones left, but the weather was awful for bed fishing today, so I just kind of changed it up a little bit, went fishing, just kind of doing my thing and the way I like to fish, and man, I had a lot better day, caught a lot of fish today, and still haven't seen those giants yet, so I've got to adjust just a little bit more, maybe have a big stringer tomorrow.
I look forward to seeing it. Go get them. We'll see you back here tomorrow. From Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. The third member of our Canadian invasion here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Had 15 pounds even yesterday. Another good day today. 5 fish for 15 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 11th place with 30 pounds and 3 ounces. Get loud for Power Pole Pro, Corey Johnston. Pretty decent tournament you're having so far. I mean, consistent. You know, you're 2 days separated by 3 ounces and totally different conditions. Did you have to fish them different?
No, I went and did the same thing. I'm stubborn, went and tried to look at them all day, and found a couple new ones, and caught a couple that I ended up losing yesterday. So it was a pretty good day. Didn't lose any. So we're just gonna go fishing tomorrow and see what happens.
Feel pretty good about your chances with the weather forecasts. From Lake Vaile, South Carolina, get loud for Todd Otten. 16 pounds, 13 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. The 2011 PAA Angler of the Year, 11 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 17th place.
Well, I hope so. I don't know. 27. Yeah, it might get me fishing. If I do, I'm going to hit all new water tomorrow. I'm just going fishing because today it seemed like, you know, yesterday was the females bit for me, and today it was all bucks. So, but I had a fun time fishing, and this is a super lake if I don't make it. And I'd like to say hey to my wife and my daughter. They're out there. Come all the way up here to see me.
Very cool. We hope you get a shot to get out there tomorrow. From Winchester, Tennessee, the 2012 PAA Angler of the Year, Gary Klaus. Gary Klaus having a great tournament, 14 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish to add to that, needs 9:15 to get inside the cut currently. A little more to stay there till the end of the weigh-in. 12 pounds, 8 ounces, moves into 22nd place with 26 pounds, 8 ounces. And it looks like Gary Klaus is going to load up the Phoenix boat and go to work again tomorrow. But the looks of things, a lot of people, they work real hard to get the weekend off. But in bass fishing, you want to work real hard and make sure you work on the weekend, and you may just be doing that.
Yeah, you do. Maybe I'll make it. We'll see what happens back there. Some good weights coming in behind me, but we'll see what. I had a good day actually for the most part. Didn't fish as clean as I did yesterday though. I had a couple of big ones, bigger fish, not real big ones, maybe 3-pounder. Had a couple that got off, which would put me up about what I had yesterday. But I can't complain. I got one little old place that there's just a bunch of fish on, and they replenish like we talked yesterday.
So you fished the same spot 2 days the same way, or did you have to adjust with this weather?
Well, pretty much the same way. And I've never done that in my life. Usually I run around with my hair on fire. But this time I just settled in one little place on the size of this parking lot, really, and just worked it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think I'll have to change up tomorrow, though.
Go get him. You're going to get the shot by the looks of things. He's our brand new leader in Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year points from Alabama, Scott Canterbury. Took over the lead in Toyota Bassmaster. 5 fish to add to his weight from yesterday. 11.6 today gives him 28 pounds and 4 ounces. We're going to have to see how our Angler of the Year leaderboard shakes out. But the good news is it looks like you're going to be still in this and have a shot to continue that charge. And whether that lead slips away today or not, it's always about the ending, not the beginning.
It is. It's a long season. I don't even like talking about it. It is always in the back of your mind when people bring it up. But I don't think about it any other time unless y'all are talking about it. I just like fishing.
Would you like me to stop talking about it?
It doesn't matter. I want to hear it a lot, but...
Because there's some anglers I haven't mentioned it to for years.
I understand. I mean, I'm blessed to be able to hear it for sure, but it was tough on me today. It was a struggle, but, I know where some live, and I like this sun, so hopefully I'll get in it. I don't know. I hope I didn't slip up too much today, but if I get to go out there tomorrow, we'll be swinging hard. I got to run some new water. This is a pretty awesome crowd. Appreciate everybody coming out. Everybody appreciate all my sponsors, too, so we'll see y'all.
Always great to have you here, and I hope you get a shot from Texas. Brad Watley had 15-14 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10 pounds, 13 ounces, moves into 22nd place with 26 pounds, 11 ounces. 26-11 and sitting in 22nd place with a bit of pad right there as we wind down our way, and I think you might get to go.
Man, I hope I get to go. Lost some good fish today. Hopefully I can go back out there again tomorrow. If I get the opportunity, maybe keep them buttoned up tomorrow. And get a little better weight.
A lot of lost fish in this tournament, not just. They're spawning fish, they're not really eating it.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, there's, a lot of them are just picking it up and easing off with it, and I'm just not getting a good hook in them, but that's part of it. That's fishing. Hopefully, get to go tomorrow, and if I don't get to go tomorrow, then we'll head to Winyah Bay.
Great start to your Elite Series career. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. A former Geico Bassmaster Classic champion. Get loud for the legendary Jay Ellis. Jay Ellis had 13 pounds and an ounce yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10-13. Just outside of the cut, unfortunately, in 39th place. But the good news is, at least we're not evil and make you sweat it out.
Well, yeah, that's the upside to it, Dave. But, yeah, I just fished around today. I caught a limit of spotted bass today. Yesterday I had all largemouth, but I was catching them on beds yesterday. But I love coming to this lake. It's such a diverse lake, so many places to fish, and a lot of fish in here. But let's talk just for a second about the Cast for Kids Foundation. And we put on fishing events all over the country for children with special needs, and we just to take them out and celebrate them, share the joy of fishing with those kids. And it's really a great time. We have an event up at Lake Murray each summer. And but we don't have one on Lake Hartwell. So if there's anybody here that would like to help put on a fishing event sometime this summer for some kids with special needs, let me know, or go visit castforkids.org. You can get a hold of us that way. We'd love to help them out.
This would be a great location to have one, and thanks for supporting such a great program. From Georgia, get loud for Micah Frazier. Had a big day yesterday, 17 pounds, 9 ounces left in a two-way tie for second. Another good day today, 5 fish, 18 pounds to 3 ounces. A better day today. Moves into second place with 35 pounds and 12 ounces. 35-12, and Micah Frazier is going fishing on semifinal Saturday. 35-12, and you're going to work tomorrow, so having an incredible tournament, and honestly a lot of fun to watch on Bassmaster Live.
Yeah, man, somehow in the world I've caught them 2 days in a row. I had a horrible practice. I just kind of scrapped everything I did in practice, and I ran up the river and fished some stuff I like to fish from years past, and I've just caught some fish each day, and found a couple sight fish each day, and it's worked out. But I might have caught all that's there, so I may have to go somewhere else tomorrow. But hey, I've caught them 2 days in a row. I didn't think I could do it, so maybe I can do it one more day.
Love to see it. Go get them tomorrow. The reigning and defending Elite Series Rookie of the Year from North Carolina, Jake Whitaker. 14 pounds and an ounce yesterday. 5 to add to it here today. Looking for 10-12 to get in the cut. 14-3. He moves into 19th place, and he is going to be fishing on semifinal Saturday. Digging deep in that Abu Garcia weighing bag. Let's hear it for Triton Mercury Pro, Jake Whitaker. 28 pounds and 4 ounces, and looks like you're going to work again tomorrow.
I hope so, man. It was another day of lost fish for me, but it's all good. We're going to go back and retie. I saw a few things late this afternoon that I'm looking forward to tomorrow, get back out there. So thanks for everybody that supports me. My family's here watching this week, so hopefully we'll make it tomorrow and go out there and catch a big bag.
Look like you're going there, so we'll see you in the morning. From Alabama, his second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series 2 Bassmaster Top 10s, Bill Weidler. Had 9 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to it here today. 9 pounds, 5 ounces. Consistency is very important in a lot of things, but you got to be consistently high in bass fishing. So unfortunately, a little short of the cut here this week, but we got an event next week, the best way to recover.
Yeah, that's right. The only thing I was consistent with this week was missing my big ones. In practice, I really found some good areas, but they just, I don't know what happened, and I didn't figure them out. So on to Winyah Bay, man. We'll see what happens. The only thing I want to do is thank all my sponsors for helping me out to be out here. We'll see y'all in a week.
We will see you there. Let's keep them rolling through from Shelby, North Carolina. 2-time FLW Tour champion, Matt Airy. Matt Airy hit 16 pounds, 15 ounces to start the day. 5 to add to that here today, looking for 8-3. He's got much more. 13-13. He moves into 8th place with 30 pounds and 12 ounces. Matt Airy fishing on semifinal Saturday. Want to remind all our marshals we have a meeting coming up right after weigh-in, so stick around, and you don't got to worry. You're going to work tomorrow. Today, how were you feeling going out this morning with things so different? Were you looking forward to that or a little concerned?
I was definitely concerned, and everything I did yesterday, you could throw out the window today. I went way up one of the river arms today and picked up a swim bait, covered a lot of water, fished a lot of new water, and going to do the same thing again tomorrow. We were lucky to run into a couple, 2 3/4 or 3 pound class fish there towards late in the day, and that's really what pushed our bag up to what it was. You got to catch 3+ pounders here to stay in the game. I say that, and then Micah and Cobb go off and do what they did, but tomorrow we're just going to keep covering new water, try some new things, and hope for the best.
Go get them. We look forward to seeing how it plays out for you. From Reed Springs, Missouri, a former TTBC champion, the Snowman, Brian Snowden. At 12 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add that today. Looking for 12-13 to get in the cut. 12 pounds, 6 ounces, close, but unfortunately just outside of the cut. But the good side of that is if you're going to miss a cut, get as close as possible, and you definitely did that.
Well, it was rough. I had the fish on to probably make it. I lost one about 4 pounds on a popper. Threw it for about 20 minutes. Catch him, he's behind a log, gets off. So I throw it for 2 more hours, and I catch one about 12 inches long. So it's all about decisions. I thought that was the right decision to make. That fish kind of showed me that I thought it was going to be great. Didn't end up working that way, but I'll be here tomorrow. So if anyone wants to come visit, we'll be here at 11:30. And I'd like to say hi to Megan back home.
Angler Alley, I'll see you there. From Oklahoma, former Classic qualifier Dale Hightower. Once again, on our final 10 anglers now, I want to remind our marshals, stick around. We got a meeting coming up right after the weigh-in. 6-12 yesterday for Dale Hightower. 5 fish here today. Let's get him some Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year points at 9:14, 16 pounds, 10 ounces. Unfortunately, outside of the cut, but get you some valuable Angler of the Year points.
Well, it's not really the way I wanted to start my rookie season, but it is what it is. I know there's hundreds of guys out there that love to be standing here on this stage with me right now. But I'm thankful that I get to run the best equipment. My Express powered by Yamaha. I get to run that up and down every day, and I'm just blessed to have the best in the business.
It's great to have you here in the Elite Series. And it could be worse. I've been on this stage for 9 years, yet to weigh in a fish. From Florida, let's bring out our next pro, originally from the West Coast, Jesse Tegarante. 13 pounds, 7 ounces. Unfortunately, one short of his limit today. 4 fish for 9-3. Going to move into 49th place. And unfortunately, outside of the cut, but one short of a limit. Going to hunt you a little bit this week.
Yeah, here's the sad part. I lost the 5th one 6 times. It was just one of those days. I spun a prop, so I was crippled, running around. And my toolbox is back at the toolbox at the house and not here. My wife was lovely enough to clean it all, but unfortunately I didn't put it back in the boat, so it's not her fault, it's my fault. And but either way, listen, I want to thank the police department this morning for being out there at all ungodly early hours, guiding everybody around. The fire department coming out. Everybody over here at Hartwell has been just fantastic. And the fans are great. Everywhere we go, they treat us, really nice. The restaurants. I was watching the weather this morning. He says, them elite guys are going to have a rough morning. So, that's 5 a.m. they're talking about. So that's a good deal. And I also want to give a shout-out to my sponsors, Evinrude and Blazer. Garmin. I'm starting to call Garmin the tattletale, because every time I see a fish, I catch it, sucker. They can't get by it. So you guys really need to check out that Panoptics Live. It's awesome. Guys, thanks for coming out.
Very cool and great to have you here as always. We'll see you at Winyah Bay. Hot off his first Classic appearance from Texas, Frank the Tank Talley. Had 10 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. Today, 5 fish to add to that. 7-13, going to finish with 18 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 59th place currently. So unfortunately, going to call this week to an end a little early for you this week, but no better way to recover than get them big time at Winyah Bay.
Yeah, that's what the plan is. I kind of got baby brain right now. My daughter's going to have her first grandchild Tuesday, so if it's all right with Tripp, I'm going to ask him if I can go, instead of practice, go fly back home so I can see the birth of my first one. So.
How cool, what good grandfather is that? I mean, that is awesome.
Yeah, you only have the first grandchild once, so, and it's my oldest daughter, and so I'm ready to be a granddad, so that's more important than chasing these green fish sometimes.
It truly is, and you got your priorities straight, my friend. Great to have you here in the Elite Series. Speaking of having his priorities straight, this guy, one of the best in the game, Elite Series champion, John Cruz. Had 16 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. Got 5 fish today, looking for 8-11 to get in the cut. 10 pounds and 5 ounces. He has done it inside the cut for semifinal Saturday, but didn't make it easy, did you?
No, I had to work my tail off to catch those. Man, it was just a grind, catching a few fish all day, call here, call there, and hopefully I can get another day out there on the water, and we can add to that weight total. Because I'm pledging $2 for every pound of bass, and so the longer I fish, the more
bass I can bring to the scales and add to that total. So hopefully I get to fish again tomorrow, add to that total 2 pounds for every bass that I catch during the month of April going to autism charity. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow.
John spearheads a program. Let's hear it for him. Anglers for Autism. We've talked about the bracelets. You see all the anglers wearing the bracelets. They sell the bracelets right down in the bass booths and throughout the expo. Make sure to swing by. $10. 100% of that money goes to autism. And as you know, as we all know, it affects way too many people.
Absolutely. You know, it starts with awareness, and, you know, just us up here talking about it gets people aware of autism. And the more you talk about it, it's amazing the more people that are actually touched very intimately by autism, as you know. But the other part of it is raising the funds. And the funds not only go to research, but it also goes, as you know, to helping people cope with the condition, and it makes people's lives totally different.
It does change people's lives, and you've got a big part of that. Thank you. From Michigan, his first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Garrett Paquette. 15 pounds of 4 ounces. You saw him a couple of weeks ago fishing his very first Geico Bassmaster Classic. 5 fish to add to that today. 11.8 puts him in 26th place with 26 pounds and 12 ounces. The good news is we only have 5 more anglers to weigh in. So you are going to be fishing tomorrow. That's the good news.
That is good news. Yeah, that's a little more than I had, so I'm excited to have it. And I'm glad to get out there to get a little bit of revenge, because today was tough on me. You know, I caught 3 of my better fish in the last hour to get me into the cut. So, you know, I'm sure I'll be down in the 30s, and I'll have nothing to lose, but let's go fishing.
Go get him tomorrow. Nothing to lose. Nowhere to go but up. Speaking of going up, this guy, a 3-time TTBC champion, a 2-time Elite Series champion from Huntington, Texas, Keith Combs. 13-3 for Keith Combs. Yesterday, 5 days. 11 pounds, 6 ounces. With 24 pounds and 9 ounces, Keith Combs moves into 42nd. And I know that's going to be frustrating for you.
That stinks, man. I want to go fishing tomorrow. The weather's beautiful, but Hartwell throws me a curveball. It's the 3rd time I've been here, and every time it's kind of got me. But I had the fish on to make it today, and that's going to sting a little bit. But like I said, it's a place I know we'll be back. It's a wonderful place to fish, and the community definitely supports us, and we appreciate that. So I guess I'll be watching Bassmaster Live tomorrow.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing you at Winyah Bay and hopefully hanging out with you Sunday there. From Spring Grove, Illinois, Chris Groh. All the ones yesterday. 11-11 he weighed in yesterday. Needs 13-13 to get inside the cut. 15 pounds, 3 ounces with 26 pounds, 14 ounces. Berkeley pro Chris Groh gets a growing one. 26 pounds and 14 ounces. Just broke somebody's heart. 4 anglers and 3 anglers left to weigh in. Going to weigh this for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be bigger than 5'10", 5'13". Leading Phoenix Boats Big Bass and fishing on semifinal Saturday. Life is good.
Life is good. Thank God. Thank God. But awesome crowd. Awesome crowd. Any of you guys that are in the mix for like a new jig or on the cuff, I'm telling you right now, dirty jigs, Matt Heron jig, unbelievable. I caught that toad and a few more. Gets over the guide wires, trees, docks, skips like a dream. Great bait, ready to go throw it around tomorrow.
Go get them tomorrow, because you're going to get the opportunity. A great day today. From Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. 12 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish to add to that today. Looking for 13-11 for the cut. 9-1. Unfortunately, short of the cut here this week. In 57th place with 21-1. And like we talked yesterday, he's a brand new newlywed, and the nice thing is you get a honeymoon weekend, I guess.
Yeah, we already had the Classic. I didn't get to fish the Classic either, so we had our honeymoon at the Classic. Just kidding. We're saving that till the end of the year, but this place is an awesome place, and I feel like I kind of beat myself this week. I love sight fishing, and these fish are pulling up, and I just kind of got sucked into the wrong area of the lake, but you know what? To everybody that asks a lot of, I get a lot of questions about fishing. What should we do? Well, or what should you do? go fish your strengths. I went and fished my strengths this week. I bombed. I didn't have a great tournament, but when you see the best and the best doing what they do, they're always fishing their strengths. So trust your gut, go fish your strengths, and if it's in the cards for you, it's going to work.
It's always great to have you here, Hunter, and we'll see you at Winyah Bay. From Payson, Arizona, 3-time U.S. Open champion Clifford Perch had 15 pounds 5 ounces yesterday, looking for 10.6 to get inside the cut. 9 pounds 12 ounces just outside the cut with 25 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 40th place. Unfortunately, going to miss a semifinal Saturday performance, but the good news is that is not a position you find yourself in a lot. So I know you'll right the ship at Winyah Bay.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, I had a great day full of opportunities, and I really, you know, my Suzuki ran awesome, my Phoenix ran awesome. The only weak part of my game plan was me, and I'm just sick because I spent the second half of the day sight fishing, and I lost the last 4 fish, and you put a lot of time into those things, and you know, the last 2 big females in a row, like 4+, I got them hung in the air on cables, and they came off before I could get my hand on them, and you couldn't get them to bite by skipping under it. I've tried that, and you had to go over it to make your bait do what you wanted it to do, and yeah, I'm you can't tell.
Best way to recover is go get them at Winyah Bay, and we'll see you there. From Knoxville, Tennessee, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year. Get loud for Brandon Card. Had 11 pounds 2 ounces. 5 fish today, needs 14.9 to fish tomorrow. 12 pounds 7 ounces, unfortunately outside of the cut with 23 pounds and 9 ounces. He moves into 49th place currently. So unfortunately, going to cut this one a little short, but gives you some extra time to travel to Winyah Bay and get ready for that one.
Yeah. You know, my Suzuki ran great all week, and just kind of prepping my Suzuki for the long runs that we're going to encounter next week at Winyah Bay, you know, running over to Cooper River. So that's going to be an adventure for sure. But, you know, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with sight fishing. You know, I love it, but then also it burns me sometimes. Today I found a bed that had a 2.5, a 3, a 5, and a 6 on it, and I caught the 3-pounder. So I was 1 for 4 on that one. But if I could have caught one of those big ones, you know, it definitely would have changed the game. But I just want to thank my mom and my wife for coming down and supporting me, and on to the next one.
Great support system, and always good to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our day 2 weigh-in. We started with 74, gonna cut it down to 35. Your tournament leader, the same dude that was leading yesterday, South Carolina's Brandon Cobb. Right behind him in second place, exactly the same spot he was sitting in yesterday, Micah Frazier. Behind him, a big Charger from Florida in third spot, Drew Cook, Bill Lowen, Hank Cherry, Brandon Lester, Jeff Gustafson, Matt Airy, Patrick Walters, and Stetson Blaylock rounds out our top 10. Once again, want to remind our marshals, we have a meeting coming up right here, so I see you guys are already getting in seats. If you're not there, just wait with us. We'll be with you in just a few minutes. All our viewers watching on Bassmaster.com, thank you very much. And on behalf of our anglers and the incredible charitable month they are having, the Autism Angler of April contest and the bracelet program that they're running, they are for sale at the Bassmaster merchandise booth. $10. All the money goes directly to such a great cause. And on behalf of our entire staff, myself, Dave Mercer, our tournament director, Trip Weldon, cameraman Kerry, just about everybody. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here, and we'll see you tomorrow.